Hello, and welcome back to DROD RPG, 9th level. It is time to backtrack, as it is. Now, we're currently on the lookout for health and possibly attack, although I think we've got all of it. No, we don't. Never mind. I say it and immediately realize I don't. Alright, so we're looking for attack before we take on the rest of 9th level. And also looking for... Oh, this is not being very thorough. Okay, attack there. Yes, looking for health, looking for attack. I think it might just be that one gem. Yeah, because everything over here, this is like old. And we probably have the best shield that we're going to get, so it might actually just be time to clean up some of that old stuff where we're guaranteed to take hits. Okay, so this room, for example, is just a room where we take hits. Like, we can do that. But I think any time spent rotating... Like, I'm not getting hit more than once, but I'm still getting hit 5 times. Whereas if I do this... It's 3, 4, 5, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think we're just not getting better than that. Maybe if I do something clever with the grappling hook, but even then, you still have to turn. So I don't think we're getting much of anywhere. Okay, there's health there. Keys. Okay, 104. That's actually probably worth just getting. Okay, that's nothing. Lots of key fights we can do. Then there's this. I mean, that's still 900. And we can get a green key for less than 900. In fact, 300 for 2. When do those get cheaper? Oh, never. Okay. So yeah, I think these are just not worth fighting. If we're at a point where we're considering doing keys for health trades, we might as well just get the relatively cheap trade there. Okay, we do not need yellows. I guess there's not really a whole lot else to do up here, all things considered. So we got 10 attack, which is really what we were after. We can... we could get more keys, but I feel like maybe we just have to be down here. Alright, so they're 450, but he hits us twice, so that's 900 for an attack. So again, we could just do that. So let's do it. So 700. Can fight our way through, though. But again, we're just trading health for keys. Here's attack. I guess the tar, or the oil baby, is the cheapest way through here, given that we get the health. And then if we get the wooden sword, we can kill that egg. How much more attack is even lying around? Like, what do I care about? Cave Facundo being cheaper would be nice. It also comes with attack. Okay, there's a lot of attack still. And we can make Slime Man cheaper. So the main concern is really just how much health we can have here. Okay, I think that's worth doing. Interesting setup up there. That's going to be worth doing. It's just a matter of having enough keys. I guess it is actually cheaper to go through the Slicer guards. Because we get the health back. A bunch of health in there. Okay, we're not touching that room yet. I think we definitely... That's a lot of health that we're leaving, but at the same time not killing the brain. I don't know if that's worth 3 green keys, though. Huh. I mean, they do still hurt quite a bit, even without the brain there, but with the brain there, it's ridiculous. Well, when the Slime Man's cheaper, we can at least take that one. Right, I've been there. Okay, that's a pretty good trade. One more and then Guardians are cheaper, and then we do this room. Okay, so... One more attack gem. Okay. Maybe... the adders are... honestly, probably the cheapest. I know I'm gonna need a lot of green keys, but... also, I've never gone through here. We should be doing this later, but let's just take a look for now. Room to the south is a hidden room. Okay, that's silly, but okay. Yeah, so we definitely want more attack before we get in here. But well worth coming this way. It's just that Patrol Eyes and Fagundos will be cheaper. If we do, and yeah, Patrol Eyes will be cheaper, so that's a really nice attack to grab, but again, we just need to wait. All these Patrol Eyes. Right, and then this guy, again, also could be cheaper. This, I mean, we're going to be taking that hit regardless, so I think we honestly just want to do that. I do not see a situation in which we'll ever want to take that hit before getting those keys. 119 for the Serpent, huh? Well, I mean, this is looking like the cheapest, so I'll just do it, and I'll worry about the green keys later. Okay, but that makes... where am I going? This room I was trying to get to is over here and up. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Guardians are now much cheaper. So now we do that. Like so. Get ourselves some health and get some yellow keys out of it as well. What opens just that? Okay, so... yeah. Okay. That is a path back only. So 2 more and then Slime Man becomes cheaper. If Slime Man was cheaper... it would be 250, so it'd still be the same as the Beetle Queen, so it doesn't actually make a difference for this room. 700, but we got a green key out of it. I think it's just time to do that. Yeah, more green keys here. Lots of green keys lying around. Health-wise, we're doing fairly well. Okay, 4 more attack gems for a cheaper Warlord. We will be doing this eventually, it's just, there's not really any reason to do this right now. It's just that I'm thinking about it, it's here. I mean, there's also not really any reason to do it later, and I can get an attack, so I guess we will just do it now. Alright, so yeah, these two are equivalent, although if we defeat the Slime Man, we do get health out of it, so actually Slime Man does become cheaper. In fact, it's already cheaper, just because of those health potions. So, never mind, we actually are gonna wait. 2 more attack gems before we do that. Up here... that's not going to get cheaper. So I guess we'll just do it. Yeah, one more. That's good health. Keep in mind. 11 more? Is that actually possible? There are a lot of attacks, a lot of attack gems lying around. Okay, one more for everything. That might be possible. Rather than count, I'm just gonna prioritize grabbing a different attack gem and not worry about it. So probably another adder. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we just hit Patrol Eyes. 10 more and Patrol Eyes become even cheaper. That is plausible, but I think I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of Patrol Eyes anyway. Right, so the problem with going through this route is that it's a one-way route. I need to go through the Beetle Queen to get back. That's fine. Obsidian Golem, what does this do? That's my way out, so actually... I think that's just worth doing. Now, I could fight these Patrol Eyes, but Greckles... Interesting that we have a Tendry face every time one of those triggers. Alright, so we got you. Okay, that doesn't block your two. Is there a way... I'm gonna need the grappling hook to get around you, aren't I? I could just fight you. Yeah, that's not... Oh, you can also step on that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because I don't think... Like, if I had... Oh, no. Okay, we did it. Okay, you guys are just 2 hits apiece, however... That's 4 hits. That's about the best we're gonna get for that kind of a setup, I'm pretty sure. Okay. $40 still for these. Yeah, 800 for 500 isn't bad. So if we're not spending green keys, I guess that's the way we're doing it. Automatic watch will be free, at which point that'll be a profit, so yeah. We will leave that as is. Okay, this area. Well, 5:30. In terms of score, it's about the same. It's close. Technically, I think this is slightly worse, but I am somewhat worried about how much health I have, so we'll just get started on this this path. Alright, so now we have to go in here. We've hit both of these. Just open both of those. So now to get in here, we have to go in and out. So we're getting hit by the poison mist twice, but we can't fight it. We would like Slicer Guard to be completely free before we go through there. But we could at least do this part now, I guess. Oh, actually. Right, once we drop all the trapdoors, we don't have to take the hits to go through there anymore. So that's the extent of that. Right, we could spend 2 green keys for 1,000 health here. Alright, 5 more attack gems. We must be getting close to the end. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't leave anything behind here, did I? Just keys. And I'm pretty sure I have everything from every previous level. Okay, so what it comes down to is Goblin Warlord isn't getting cheaper. And we have enough health for the Warlord. We do need those blue keys, though. So I guess maybe we don't actually get you guys down to free. Or you would be free anyway, you'd just be half off. Well, yeah, who knows. Okay, I think we maybe we just don't hit that attack checkpoint. Unless I'm missing an attack gem somewhere. But before we complete the level. Alright, so we need green keys. Wonder why there's an arrow on that. Well, 200 for a green key doesn't seem that bad. Oh, maybe that's why. Do you guys not hit me over arrows? No, you do. Okay, well, I can do that. Right, that's a spider that we have to do disarmed. One more green key. That's a little bit expensive. I mean, we could also just go back up to, yeah, we'll see that. Because that's not going to get better. But I was to say, we could just go back to previous levels as well. Alright, having done things in that order, we get the treasure. Come up here, there's a... Right, I guess the implication here is that we want to be disarmed. I'm going to try this with the grappling hook instead, and we'll see how this works out. Okay, you move there. Okay. Well. Oh, interesting. So you pick a path to be inconvenient, so I have to fight you either way? Well, we're not getting 5 more attack gems, so I guess we just fight you. And we either have to be disarmed or using a grappling hook, so... I guess we'll just do this. That's 1 blue key down. Second blue key is... Oh, whoops. Down and over. Okay, we do have enough health unless something silly happens. Now we sword fight. Okay, this isn't too bad as far as these scripted fights go. Alright, we got 2 blue keys for that. Alright, no more detours. The way to the Pie Fort is now open. Time to get to the bottom of this. Well, we did not get any attack from that. But we did get... Well, we got an attack going this way. Ah, it's you again. Okay, I've pretty much wiped out all of the goblin presence in this whole region. And crippled the upper outpost. To the point where all the survivors are either still holed up in the garden or fled to the surface. Either way, there is now nobody who can sneak up behind us. Assuming you're still allied with your fairer companion. Yes, that's still the case. She is waiting at the Pie Fort entrance. When we arrive, she will let us into a meeting room. Then everyone can hold a rational discussion to end this conflict, and I'm sure that's exactly how that's going to play out. It works every time. Very funny. There's nothing I have valuable enough to trade for the pie. And even if I somehow did a trade, wouldn't be in their best interests. And if I somehow did. Don't jump to conclusions so quickly. Unless you were just showing what you know. Anyway, you're correct in that the meeting is a formality. But I'm sure you also already figured out that my interests aren't aligned with the Pie Fort's. Otherwise, I wouldn't have tested your strength, kept you alive, and made sure you could make it all the way here. I need you to help me out when we get to the meeting. I'll execute my plan with your help, and in return, I'll let you have the pie. Once it's more clear they're losing, they'll be more willing to talk. Then my friend and I get what we want, you get the pie, and all of us go home. Okay, I'll help you out on one condition. After you release the snakes, or cause an earthquake, or whip out your jetpack, or whatever gets us past whatever security airlock system they've got, you have to stay by me wherever I go. I have to be able to see everything you're doing up until we flee the base. If you try and split up or make a run for it, I'll chase you down and kill you. That's fine. Our conveyance is over this way. This is a one-way trip. Once you get here, we have some time before our appointment. If there's anything else you want to get out of the way, do it first. There's an Opticon, which will be made cheaper. Significantly cheaper. And cheaper again still if I were to grab the rest of the attack, I believe. So let's do that. That's probably just a hint as to what is forthcoming. Okay, so one-way path. That means... yeah, so I should have enough if I grab all the remaining attack to... okay, it was automatic watch that's free, not slicer guard. So there should be 15 more attack lying around. So let's start with that. Unfortunately, you guys are guarding it, some of it. And then, I guess we just full clear the entire game up until this point. Okay, well you're not going to be cheaper for sure. What are you looking like? That's the best we're gonna get. Beetles are free. Okay. Whoops, let's not do that. Not that it matters, I guess. Okay, so... the attack does help with other things that we left behind previously. So there's one. Where's the other one? Here. 2. I think that's it. Okay, so I will grab those 2 attack, and then we get to do our final great scouring of the entire hold. Okay, so we decided you were the cheapest, so we get that. Not going to hit a checkpoint for either of you, so might as well go for the cheaper one. And then here, I guess it is still cheaper to go through you guys, even though it pains me to fight you when you're just 1 attack gem away. Okay. Well, I think that's it. I think we have every single attack gem in the hold up until this point. So now, let's just do things in order. We will backtrack until we find a teleporter, and then we'll go all the way back to level 1. Not that I think there's anything to do for the first, what, 3 levels maybe? Ah, quite a ways to go. Oh, there's a teleporter, okay. First level, the entrance. Okay, level's clear. Second level, the entrance. Level is clear except for a very questionable trade. Okay, third level, we still have the scout that we haven't ever released. We've got 4 yellows for a green. Ah, there's so many greens left, that's fine. Yep, nothing here that I want to do. Fourth level. I was pretty thorough here. So 2 yellows for 600. Not a health profit. There is this room, though. Okay. Never mind, I can't do it this way. I have to come in from the other side. Well, not quite free because I'm forced to use wooden equipment. Still a profit, though. Okay, onward to 5th level. For 5th level... Okay, that is worth doing. I guess we'll do that as well. Those are questionable. And then there's this room. Okay. Well, this one is reasonably close. Let's just grab it. I guess we can actually just go through this way. And up. So spending a yellow for 600. Right, there's no point to doing that. I think that room will get on the other way up, so it's just this one room here. Okay. Where is here it is. We're forced to come in disarmed, but that doesn't mean that we can't have a shield. That's over 400 health for a yellow key. So some of these are just never worth doing, unless you're desperate. Well... we do not need those yellow keys, so I guess that's all we're doing here. Okay, we will... oh yeah, that's not too bad. In my opinion, it was worth it. Oops. Definitely. Alright, 6th level. 400 for a yellow isn't bad. These are... I guess technically worth it from a score perspective. Yeah. No. Okay, I guess there are... I don't know if I need the health, honestly. I think we'll, save the green keys. Yellow keys... okay, we'll do those. Because it's a profit of over 400. This is a profit of 400, so we'll grab that. Everything else, though, costs a green key for an even trade, so I think we're just done. No point... well, I guess I can do that. Sure. Seventh level. Okay, I think it's finally time to clean up all this stuff. Running with the assumption that the keys are more valuable than the health. Okay, we still got some rattlesnakes in here. Oh, hold on. You're 140. If I have double attack, does that still work even on Ormites? No, okay. Because the, it's not just the attack, it's also the modifier for the weapon that's lost. Alright, and then from here... That's, some pretty expensive health. That's just a yellow key. A little bit expensive. Okay, a little bit of health. Does this open those? Okay, so... We're paying 350 per yellow key. I mean... We could... Oh. Well, this is why we went in this direction. Shoot. Completely forgot about that one. How much more health do I have that I can pick up? This is 250. It's not worth it. Not really worth it. So I get a little bit there. At this exchange rate, I'm spending 3 yellows for 1,000, so that's 333 health per key. So yeah, these keys are just not worth getting. Yeah, 2 yellows for 500. 1 yellow for 500 is worth it. Well, it's unfortunate that there was a hidden attack somewhere that I had just missed out on. I don't think there's any way to grab those without taking damage, so no reason to fight the skippers. No. I mean, I can go in here and kill some eggs, I guess. But then I'd be trading 2 greens. Is that the deal? Trade 2 greens for 2 yellows. Doesn't seem like the best trade ever. 2 greens for 1,000. Also, not the best trade ever. Oh, and there's another one here. Okay, I could have made things easier on myself. Oh well. This happens. Okay. This was... right, I just looked at that. Okay, so we're done here. Come up this way. No. A green for 3 yellows is a score profit. $5.60 for a green, huh? A little bit pricey. Do I want to do this? I have so many green keys. We'll go for score. I could probably kill you for free. Which doesn't do anything for me, but... cleans up the map a little bit, I guess. Technically, I get more Greckles, for what that's worth. Okay. So key trades for health, it's not great, but it's if I find myself in desperate need of health, it's something I can consider. Okay, that's just key trades. Considering those keys cost me less, like it is 1,200 health for those, but I'm making over 400. So I think it is actually a net score profit to do this. On top of giving me a more comfortable health threshold. Of course, it would be even more score positive to just do the fights and not get the health, but that's getting a bit risky. Alright, 2 yellows for a green is a good trade. We missed something. Like, we almost full cleared everything, but it was this place. Down we go. Yellow for 300 doesn't seem great. $300 apiece, huh? Oh, this health sure isn't lasting me. technically a profit either way. We'll be greedy. Okay. That was it for this section. Alright, and now that we are here... Yeah, that's not getting better. We do have some... health trades that we can make. We are certainly doing this. Okay, this is a profit. We're spending 600 for 2 yellows. Technically worth it. That's not. Is all this worth it? 1657. Rather than do some math, let's just try everything. So 1657. But that's... Yes, okay, I'm going to say that was worth it. Because we got out of there with keys and more health than we went in with. Alright, let's look at the damage. How much is this gonna hurt? $880. So we're taking 600 something for 3 yellow keys. Well, I guess we did it. Okay, and then there's you. Taking 600 damage for 2 yellow keys. I think I'm not going to worry about it. It is technically a score profit, but my health is quite low. In fact, my health might be so low that I'm not able to... Okay, and then 400 for a key. We're not going to do that. My health might be so low that I might not even be able to make progress on the next level, but we'll see. Point of no return. Alright, and that's where we will go next time. So everything up until the end of 9th level is done. Onward to 10th level. I will see you then.